Carrie's here. He's the general manager of ARS Rescue Rooter. Good to have you this morning. And as we were just talking, I mean, fall is here and the cooler temperatures with it. Now, some people are like, oh, I haven't turned my furnace on yet. But the thing is we're to the point where folks need to check and make sure it's even going to turn on.
That's accurate, and the weather's coming. You know, we're getting a nice weather pattern coming in. It's going to be warm here for the next few days, but we know here in Indiana it's coming. So it's a great time to get out ahead of the cold weather and get your furnace looked at and get it tuned up by a professional company and make sure that you're ready for when the weather comes. What
happens or takes place, I guess I should ask, with a furnace tune-up? I mean, I don't know. I just, let the guy in and he goes to work.
Well, Andy, it's a good question. If it's done properly, it should take over an hour to do it. I mean, there's many. It's no different than a car. When you take your car in for a tune-up, there's many mechanical parts in it, and same thing with your furnace. There are many parts that need to be checked over, whether it deals with safety or the operation of the furnace itself. That takes time to go through and make sure that everything's working properly, and most importantly that it's working efficiently, because this is one of the most expensive appliances in your home, and it dramatically affects your energy usage and how much that energy bill costs when you get that in the mail.
Oh, and that adds up in no time.
Absolutely.
And any dollar you can save, I mean, certainly it's the effort you want to put forth, but then also you're right, it's a huge investment. We want to make sure that we're taking the proper care, and sometimes just getting a tune-up, you may think, well, there's nothing wrong, it's fine, but when you get a tune-up, you can find out if there is a sort of a diagnostics, I'm guessing. I mean, so maybe get out ahead of the bus and fix something before it becomes a huge issue.
Well, you definitely want to get those things maintained and taken care of, and if there's any issues, they can be uncovered in that tune-up versus find out you have an issue at 2 in the morning when it's 10 degrees out.
Yeah, well, and those temperatures that we saw last year were horrendous. I mean, it was so cold, and if we're, I mean, who knows, we could have something like that. We could not, I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, and I'm not sure they know all that far in advance. But the point is go ahead and make an appointment. What is there something easy that we can do, I mean, as homeowners, and to sort of help, I don't know, help our furnace last a little bit longer, like filter changes and things like that?
That's a great question. I mean, one of the things homeowners can do is just keep an eye on their filters. I mean, that is a big part of the system. That's how the system breathes. So if you have a clogged filter, it's no different than a clogged drain.
Really? Okay.
It's the same thing. So, 1-inch filters, Andy, should be changed once a month. The bigger, thicker media filters, 4-inch media filters, should be changed about every 3 to 6 months. But it should be checked regularly, and you can get an idea on how it looks and when it should be changed.
Okay. What do you recommend as far as, I mean, how long out are appointments? Do people need to go ahead, make the calls now, and...
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, the tune-up is something you should get before the weather kicks in, and then everyone's really going to be wanting these, and they're going to start to experience problems. So most companies will get busy out there, but yeah, it's a good idea to get it done now, so your furnace doesn't break down when you actually need it.
Exactly. So go ahead. That's something easy that you guys can do. Get out ahead of that. We're going to put all the information on IndyStyle.tv, so you can go ahead, make your appointments, and get started with it, because it's going to be cold before you know it. Some people like the cold.
I don't.
I don't either. We're back right after this. Don't go away.